The death of Charlie Kirk. Everyone's talking about it. And the amazing thing about him, Geno, was he plugged into college students. And sadly, that's where he met his demise. In front of thousands of young people wanting to discuss the world, faith. He was a great beacon. And sadly, he is no longer with us after being murdered. Just the mood here at the campus today. I know a lot of these incredible faith-based students really admired this man, believed in this man, followed this man. You can feel the sadness here at Geneva today.
Well, to tell you, it's a very, very difficult day in America. I mean, September 11th.
Not 24 years ago.
Yeah, 24 years ago.
I covered it.
You did. I remember. You remember where you were 24 years ago? I know I was right outside of this building, walking in after teaching a business class.
Disbelief.
People don't understand that up until that time, we were in a generation that we had never seen anything like that. We weren't there for Pearl Harbor. We didn't see anything that even came close to that, except maybe having the missiles down, during the Kennedy thing. But that shocked all of us. That day changed the entire world. And I'm not hyperbolizing this. I'm just saying the obvious that everyone has said. I mean, that changed the world. And it's never been the same.
No. Well, I've said this country has never been the same since Watergate because of the disrespect for people in office, the political divide, the hate speak, and very evident what happened to Charlie Kirk. Your thoughts? Here's a guy that Turning Point America co-founder, the whole thing, and I've said for the longest time, if you want the country to get better, you have to get young voices engaged. You and I both know where we are chronologically, but it's future generations that are going to make the difference. And he was giving them a platform, and sadly, he's no longer here.
My wife Cheryl's been talking with me about him for a number of years. I didn't realize the impact that he had even on my 4 daughters.
So they were texting you today. Same with my son Tyler.
They were texting me yesterday, and I had the same sick, void, gut feel
that you had then.
In 9/11. It was just something that it was. And then when one of my daughters texted me and said that he died, I immediately thought, 31 years old, those 2 kids and his wife, and nothing can describe this. Mm-mm. People are going to label it however people want to label it. Those in the Christian community will look at him as a martyr, and in some ways he is, because he stood up for Christ. He really did. And then others are going to look at it as a politically motivated assassination, and until we find out what actually happened.
With the human element.
But yeah, let's look at it from let's just look at it from the human element. I spent some time this morning in the business class that I teach, just listening to our students talk about.
Let them talk.
What they experienced. I learned more today, Rob, as a supposedly grown adult, just listening to this generation this morning. And they taught me something. I think this group of young people are just absolutely grasping for the authentic, for the truth.
The real recipe.
The real recipe. They really are. And, obviously I'm looking at it from a standpoint spiritually of how many of these young people are gravitating toward Christianity. You see reports about how many are attending church, going back to the Catholic Church, coming, attending church. They're looking for some sort of truth. And you know, I don't want to be the old guy that points the finger and say, you know, I don't want to do that.
We have to learn to be able to debate, disagree, even at times raise our voice, but remember, respect. Walk away to debate another day. End of story. And sometimes you have to realize that maybe the give and take is making you realize there are other opinions that may make sense long term more than yours.
His approach to it and the way he responded to things was just uncanny. I mean, he had a natural gift.
He did.
He had a natural gift. I just feel like right now and we just talked with a couple of our young coaches, and not only the students but the young coaches. They lost a voice for them. Last night they lost a piece of their voice in this country and the voice for life, because I think he really represented that.
He did.
Yep, and this is a tough day, man. This is a real tough day. A tough day because we all remember 9/11, you know, and with the news yesterday, it's just tough times. I remember when 9/11 came out, there was a lot of people, you know, relying on their faith right after that. There was this great increase of people, you know, asking the question, and the question that was mostly asked was, you know, how can God do something? How can this happen? Why do good people have to die? And until I probably came to Geneva and we start discussing these things in different types of classes, did I start to even formulate some sort of an opinion and a belief statement or a structure that I can't answer that question without being a Christian. Like, I can't answer that question.
Well, let me say, it's not about which side, it's the righteous side. We'll leave you with that. Please keep Charlie Kirk and his family in your thoughts and prayers. It's your Pratt Pack from Geneva College in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania.